with Mr. McMillan quietly winkling a few fish out of an unfancied area. I bet you guys at home are dying to find out some of the trickery that's in his rig box, and that's exactly what we're going to do now. So Mr. McMillan, something between your legs that you're about to show me.
There you go, mate. Right, what we have here, which is what is doing the damage, it's quite a brutal way of fishing for me, really, but it's working. So we've got a gravel safe zone leader.
Yep.
With a gravel hybrid lead clip. One thing to mention there is that is only nicked on probably about 1.5 mil.
So yeah, you've bet what you're saying. You've literally got it over one of the teeth on the hybrid lead clip.
Yeah.
The reason for that?
The rod that's doing all the damage in the snags, I want that lead off straight away. I'm fishing all locked up, quite a tight line. So as soon as it's picked it up and shaking its head, the lead's off straight away, so the fish will come up straight above the snags. And it's worked the last couple of fish. I've lost a couple in there, but that's the nature of snag fishing, you know. So
you've adjusted things from the start of the session to that sort of quick release element.
Yeah.
And are you doing anything with the actual rod setup to aid that?
Yeah, the clutches are completely locked up, which I'm not into that sort of fishing at all. I don't do it, I don't like it, but it's a match, so we've got to beat them, you know. So whatever means necessary. But I've also got a big bank stick there, so the kind of bend of the rod is all that the fish has got to take, and then I'm on it straight away, which is why I'm not fishing now at night, because I won't be there quick enough and it'll just do me straight in the snags.
Okay, cool. Right, moving on to lead, I can see that's quite large for the area you're actually fishing.
If I'm honest, it's the biggest lead I've got with me. It's 3.5 ounce. If I had a 5 ounce, it'd be on there. I'm fishing a tight line, so as soon as the fish picks the rig up, the lead will drive the hook home, but then the weight, when it's shaking its head, it'll be straight off. A lot of resistance there. One, so I can keep the line tight, and two, that it'll nail the rig home, you know.
So what you're saying, big lead helps hook the fish, and then once they shake their head, the minute that leg comes off the fish, oh, I'm free.
Yeah.
Shoot up to the surface. Right, excellent. Let's move on to the hook link now, mate. What's the connection process here?
What we've got here, we've got just a little quick link here.
Yep.
That's just to finish it off. I know you think that's too long, but I like doing it like that, so it works.
It's only because I'm tight, mate.
Well, yeah, you'll get 2 out of that, won't you?
Yeah, 3.
Especially hybrid soft in brown, just to match the lake bed, really.
Okay.
A couple of bobs of putty
to
keep everything pinned down. We've got a size 6 wide gape X with a little ring just to act as a blowback. Quite a big gap there between the ring and the 20mm bottom bait.
That's about 1/2 centimetre, isn't it?
Yeah, very important that you've got to have a good gap, you know, for the rig to do its job properly, you know. And then we've got a little tutti frutti just pop up on the end as a bit of visual.
Little sight. So I mean, it's interesting what you said about the putty there, because they're two nice big bits. But you did touch earlier about how it's very flat. You know, you've got the gravel, the safe zone leader, all of that. Everything's pinned down tight to the lake bed.
Yeah, everything's pinned down. I've done as much as I can to camouflage it, because the water, like we say, is so clear.
Yep.
You really don't want kind of a silt leader with a green clip. You know, you probably still get bites, but you want to be doing as much as you can to camouflage everything.
It's those extra percents, mate, that even though you're in an unfancied swim, you're catching as many as anybody, which is, you know,
seems to be what,
testimony.
You know,
yeah. Okay, I know you've got a couple of other bits set up down here. This is the one with a curved shank. If I hold that up there. Like so what's the thinking behind this one?
It's not dissimilar to the last one. Same material, hybrid soft brown. There's no putty on there yet, but that would have putty on when it goes out. That is I do use the KD quite a lot, but that is just my version of it, where the silicone is just there just to trap it, just to keep the hair in place on the cast.
Yep. So it's just
it's just balancing. The hook is lying flat, but that is a dumbbell bottom bait with a bit of plastic that just pulls it up off the deck. Again, bit of visual.
Yep.
And it's a rig that just nails them. You know, they really find them curved hooks difficult to spit out.
Yeah, especially when you've got to use them barbless. They're curving in, curving out.
Yeah.
Well, I know you've just got a couple of other little hook bait variations here. Want to talk through that?
That basically, Al, is the same rig as I showed you with a tutti frutti pop-up on it.
Yep.
That is just a high-vis milky toffee. Again, just something a bit different, you know?
Yeah, so changing colour, keeping things varied, keeping them guessing and hopefully nicking your bites.
Yeah. The only rig I've caught on twice, not on the same rig, but on the same presentation as the orange, the tutti frutti and the 20mm cell. I just keep changing them around, I just want that bit of visual. But I have had a bite on this as well, which is really, really gruesome and really blatant, but a double 20mm cell.
That's like a welly rig, isn't it, mate?
Well, it is, mate. Yeah, I would cast that on welly, but it's a big bit of metal, a couple of big upbaits. They will really find that difficult to spit out.
Well, there we have it. Mr. McMillan keeping it simple, ringing the changes, and it's obviously working. Well, we've seen his rigs, and we can see exactly why they're so good. What an absolutely stunning carp. It spawned out, but how big is it?
32.5, mate, this one. Looks like it could be in an Oxford lake, doesn't it?
How long have you actually been fishing since you got the rods back out after dinner?
10 minutes this went, but they've been reeled in for about 4 hours, and I let them have about 4 kilo bait before I went to dinner. So see a couple when I come back round with the water. So they're obviously there and they like to be in those snags, and yeah, 10 minutes.
Do you think putting the bait out before dinner was critical in this capture?
Well, I've used 25 kilo in 3 days, so they're obviously liking what I'm putting out in front of them. But yeah, a free meal never does them any harm, does it? Oh, really?
What are you using, a mixture of boilies or just one type of boilie?
Just one, 20 mil cell. That's all I'm putting out. No spod, no ground bait balls, nothing. Just boilies. Over a big area as well.
Well, they seem to be getting bigger, Ting Tong, and that is, you know, quite possibly one of the most stunning carp you're likely to see. And you know, for all its intents and purposes, probably a 40-pounder before spawning.
Well spawned out, yeah.
Are you confident of an even bigger one?
Of course.
Well, Ting Tong, always confident, flying the English flag.